right, Michigan survives versus Nebraska. Nebraska's been playing everybody tough. A lot of people thought Scott Frost's job might be on the line. They come in and play tough. And if you want a quick update, I'm a little bit late. After this, 38-38, Texas A&M and Alabama's straight tie. Okay, so Michigan survives. To me, that's great, man. Like I said before, Blake Crooms is easily Michigan's top offensive player and probably, one of the top 5 players on the team. The defense is absolutely nasty, and they gave up 29 points in the second half. I think Scott Frost is legit. All right, can we give Scott Frost a hand? Because he's legit. Scott Frost is a beast, okay? Scott Frost is legit because he made an adjustment. It was 13-0. And obviously with, Kay McNamara, that joker, it should have been 30-0 in the first half for Michigan, and they sputtered. And, obviously I think a lot of people will say and agree with me, Kay McNamara shouldn't be the starting quarterback. It should be J.J. McCarthy, and that's just my opinion on there. And they ran the ball well again. Haskins, he's been here a couple of years. He's ran the ball really well. And not having Mr. Ronnie Bill, I think, has been pretty hard on Michigan, man. But I think Kay McNamara, he stayed. He stayed with Ronnie Bill, and they trying to form that rapport from last year. They probably would have been dynamic. Probably would have been different for him. But you look at Nebraska, they've been playing literally everybody tough, man. Come on, man. Look at Nebraska real quick. Illinois, they lost by 8. Buffalo, well, maybe Buffalo. Oh, Buffalo, good in the MAC. Lost to OU. That was competitive most of the game. Lost to Michigan State by 3. Blew out Northwestern, which is a good program. Mr. Fitzgerald, and they had a close game with Michigan. Came down to a field goal at the end, and McNamara tried to hand the ball over with a pick, and that's kind of really what made the game super close. And Scott Frost just made proper adjustments offensively, man. And got to give credit to Scott Frost, man, because he's a hell of a coach, man. And I was wondering why he wasn't on the hot seat and they being patient. And Nebraska, prestige changed when I think they left the Big 12, Big 8, whatever it was, came to the Big 10. And they just ain't been the same. Back in the day, they had great prestige. I remember when I was a kid with Eric Crouch. Oh, my bad. I'm talking hella far from the mic. Hopefully you guys hear me. I remember when Eric Crouch was the guy, man. I was wondering why my screen let's look full. I remember when Eric Crouch was the guy, man. He was a hell of a football player. You seen some highlights tonight, but like I said before, man, Martinez, another good prospect. He put it on the line, came to Nebraska. I think he could have went probably other places, and I think it's hurt his draft stock going to the NFL. He's a hell of a player, man. But like I said before, Michigan, defense held it down in the first half. The offense didn't uphold their end of the bargain. That's what happened. The offense didn't uphold their end of the bargain in the first half, and the offense had to make up for it, and defense slipped. 22 points in the third quarter. That's unacceptable. With a return, without a turn, whatever it may be, that's unacceptable. No great defense that's going to go up against Alabama, go up against LSU, go up against, Alabama, team, whatever it is, Georgia. No defense can give up 22 points in a quarter if it's Nebraska, Alabama, all the way down to Buffalo. Whoever it is, Bowling Green, you can't give up 22 points in a quarter. And that was the difference in the game right there. That Michigan didn't take advantage here, and Nebraska took advantage here. And, ultimately you look at the storm drive and Michigan kicking field goals and missing field goals, whatever, everything that went on, man. And I think Nebraska headed for the up and up. And unfortunately for this guy right here, man, I think he might be a junior these days. Unfortunately for him, he hurt his coming from Fresno to here. He hurt his stock, man. And he believed what Scott Frost said. And I think next year Nebraska gonna be the reckoning with. And if they come back, Nebraska has the prestige. Nebraska has the prestige. I don't know why they playing that. Nebraska has the prestige, and Nebraska has the everything. They have everything to kind of compete and be right there and get these big recruits. So, like I said before, hell of a game, man. I think personally, man, I think Harbaugh, you got to look at the defensive coordinator defense. How do we give up 22 points in the first half? 22 points. How do we get that up? Without that third quarter, 22 in the third quarter, we're rolling. But also, you can talk about the Harbaugh offense. This 13 points, in McNamara, man, we got to be asking, man, McNamara shouldn't be the starting quarterback, man. He the starting quarterback because For one, Harbaugh keep promises. Can't hate that. He keep his word. And also Harbaugh favors a veteran quarterback. You know what I'm saying? But he missing throws. He overthrowing people. He don't have the talent that McCarthy has. Mobility, arm talent. Like I said, and it's tough to want to start this kid on the road, in this environment or whatever. It's tough. You going to Penn State, they lost their quarterback today. They should have beat Iowa. Going to Penn State, going to Ohio State, but he got to make the rounds. And I know McNamara is tough. He earned the job last year, but talent for talent, he not the guy. And if you go win a national championship or be in the playoffs or be in a prestigious bowl game, it's going to be on the arm of J.J. McCarthy. It's going to be in the feats of J.J. McCarthy, and we all know that, man. So, ultimately, man, hell of a game, man. Nebraska go back to what it used to be or close to it. The Big Ten going to have a lot of prestige. You had Iowa and Penn State today, who was inside the top 5. So you had 3 and 4. Penn State quarterback got injured. Hopefully they take that into consideration. It's gonna come down to the Big Ten championship in Ohio State. People starting to close the gap. At some point, we seen that Utah when he was with Alex Smith. We seen when he left Florida. At some point those programs came back down to earth. And Ohio State may be no different. Urban Myers is a legendary coach for a reason. And now other teams are starting to catch up. Iowa, Penn State, Michigan State. Hell of a signing with their head coach a couple years ago. They starting to close the gap, and Ohio State going to have problems. And like I said before, Michigan going to have problems. Michigan is living off what they did 100,000 years ago. And like I said before, they got the quarterback on the roster, and Harbaugh don't trust him, or Harbaugh want to keep his promise to Cade McNamara. This ain't some type of fairy tale. We got to go with the best player available. If Cade McNamara, we can renew his scholarship and allow him to graduate. I'm fine with that. I'm definitely fine with that. But like I said before, McCarthy is the guy. McCarthy is the one that's gonna get them over the top, man. That's McNamara don't have any pro stock, but like I said before, Adrian Martinez is a beast, man. They did some things with getting him on the edge, getting some jet sweeps and getting some running backs in open space. They did an amazing job today, man. And like I said, they playing everybody tough. The next thing for Nebraska is to get over the hump and start winning football games. And they still running hard for Scott Frost. Had they gave up, Scott Frost probably would, wave the white flag, all right, and say, I'm out of here. But, he was supposed to say to the program, got to give him years. Give him the years and starting it's time to pay off and be fruitful. But, hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Appreciate the love and support. Want to make a financial donation, Cash App, CJ Good 313, Venmo, CJ Good 313, PayPal link description. Best way to donate, thumbs up, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. If you have a business question, inquiry, response, video question, all my social media links, subscription. I do appreciate everybody for supporting the channel. Check out the college sports playlist, and I suppose to seeing the fight about to come on. So appreciate y'all. Don't forget to check out my other channel, Goodfellas Sports TV. Peace.